So, picture this. You've landed an interview for a job you really want. You're prepped, you're feeling good, ready to make a great impression. But the face on the other side of the screen? Yeah, it's not a person at all. Welcome to the new frontier of hiring, where your next interviewer might just be an AI.
And that quote right there from a reporter who went through it pretty much sums up the feeling, right? It's this strange, slightly unnerving new twist in the whole job hunting game.
For a lot of jobs these days, before you even get a chance to talk to a human being, you first have to get past an AI gatekeeper. And no, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. It's happening right now as the very first step in the screening process.
And we're not talking about a few niche tech startups here. This is going mainstream. We're talking about huge companies like Meta, Netflix, MasterCard, even Salesforce. The trend is definitely picking up steam.
So you gotta ask, why? Why would companies hand over something so fundamentally human, like an interview, to an algorithm? Well, it really boils down to two big promises: being more efficient and, supposedly, more fair. First, let's just talk about the sheer numbers. At really big companies, human recruiters are often so overwhelmed, they might only look at like 5% of the applications that come in. The big idea with AI is that it can actually engage with nearly everyone, making sure a great candidate doesn't just slip through the cracks. And that second promise is all about neutrality. The sales pitch is that a bot doesn't have emotions or unconscious biases like a human recruiter might. But, and this is a huge but, these AIs learn from the internet. They learn from data created by us humans. And that data is absolutely packed with our own biases. So, can a bot really be neutral if it's learning from our own messy, biased world?
So what's it actually like to sit across from one of these things? A reporter from The Verge decided to find out and put 3 of the top platforms to the test. Let's walk through what they discovered.
First on the list was a platform called Humanly, and their whole approach is to create a very realistic, fully animated, human-looking avatar to ask you the questions. This is a classic case of what's known as the uncanny valley. You know that feeling when something looks almost human, but something's just off? It's deeply unsettling. The reporter found the avatar so distracting that they literally had to look away from the screen just to focus on their answers.
Okay, next up was Code Signal, and they went in a completely different direction. No fancy animated avatar. Instead, they just used a simple static photo, kind of like a Zoom profile picture when someone has their camera turned off. Now here's what's so fascinating. Even with those super simple visuals, the reporter said this was the best experience of the 3. And why? Because the content was just that good. The AI was asking incredibly sharp,